everyone, it's your boy Fu. I just thought I'll make a different sort of video today. This is a game that I just played maybe an hour ago, and I thought I'd do some commentary because it was quite an interesting one. Now, I went into this game, I just had a, off a loss, and I recognized the Garchomp. Unfortunately, the game before, I found out that the Garchomp did not participate in any of the team fights. They were just playing split lane the entire game. So knowing this, this is what kind of my thought process coming into this game. I recognized the name. I thought, they're probably going to do the same thing. So there was a couple of things that I wanted to show you guys of, how I really play this game. Now, I was playing CINDERACE in the jungle, and our team comp is actually, decent enough. We've got, I guess, 2 supporters, but Wiggly, is hopefully running, some sort of tanky build. Start out by clearing the jungle. I keep in mind, which lane I want to gank. So I come down first because I was hoping to gank top. So this way, I'm taking the minimum amount of steps to get up top. So, yep, just clearing it. Takes a while as I'm moving up. Now I see that, this Eevee and Froakie playing up top, so this should be a okay gank. There's no real tanky Pokemon up top, so I'm going to try to look for 1 or 2, ideally to try to score as well. So I see Wigglytuff is coming back. Now their Froakie overextended, so the Zera and I would manage to punish this. This was a little bit tight one. I was like thinking, whether Zera is going to help me execute it, but it turns out to be a good gank. We got 2, I'm almost level 6, and we have like bees for free essentially, which is always what you want, because then you're on top in terms of levels from your enemy. So I'm clearing a few crabs, just trying to get my level up so that we've got some sort of jungle gap, which makes it easier for me to, overpower the enemy. Now, I always like to clear jungle twice, at least. In solo queue, you don't always get to, because sometimes your teammates also like taking jungle before the first dread. But if you do manage to get to, you can, guarantee yourself at least a Pyro Ball if you're playing Cinder. Since the buff to Pyro Ball, it is incredibly strong, along with Flame Charge. So it's good that, I'm already level 8 for the first Dreadnought. Now, so I'm coming down. I recognize the Eldegoss just died, so I was thinking maybe I can help out whoever's playing bot. And it is the Garchomp indeed. So I recognize they have a Talent Flame, so mentally I'm thinking, I need to have that Flame Charge ready to get out of the fly. Like that. I also ejected, which I didn't really need to, but I think I was a little bit panicked in that situation. Now the great thing is I'm level 9, which means I have my ult, which should make securing Dreadnought a little bit easier. Now you can see I'm tagging Gather Here a lot. It's just muscle memory from solo queue. You gotta continuously ping the enemies. Clearly here you can see the Garchomp is doing exactly, or the Gabite is doing exactly what I thought he would do. Last game they played the same, and played the opposite lane to us the entire game. In my experience, playing together is probably more effective, but that's why I focus so much on trying to get ahead in the level so that I can really do enough damage so that we can win that first Dreadnought fight. So now, after winning the first Dreadnought fight, I don't push the second tower. I like to move up top to try to either defend Rotom or get Rotom so that we can break top. Whenever you have a Rotom behind you, it is much easier to try to push a goal because, the opponents have this pressure of If they don't defeat you, the Rotom, they won't be able to stop the Rotom. For example, in this case. Now I signal to retreat because there's nothing to fight for anymore. The second goal is not the best place to push, especially when the enemy is getting 400 HP every second from healing. So if you lose there, you pretty much just give them free experience. Now I'm gonna go back and clear my jungle again, just to try to keep that level ahead, because I know our most of our team fights are gonna be 4v5 if the Gabite doesn't come down. Now I'm not too panicked that they broke top, because I understand that we're already ahead in points, and if we all can get down here early for the second dread and we can secure it, it's easier for a snowball. So no real issue there with them breaking top. You can see Garchomp is playing off lane again, even though there's no Rotom. So keeping that in mind, I wanted to aim for the damage dealers on their team to try to get them out so that there's less secure potential. Now, we got a little bit unlucky here because their Greninja managed to secure it, but them staying there, we managed to kill all the enemies, so we really made the experience back. So whenever the enemy gets Dreadnought, you have to think to yourself, is this fight winnable? Because if it is, then you don't have to retreat back, and there are opportunities if they're all a little bit low, or you've got your ults ready. You can actually get that experience back. Right? But yet again, I do not push the second goal. I will come up top to try to get Rotom. You can see the Garchomp was waiting just there to do the Rotom with me, so that was good. Now, because we only have 2 people, I did not think pushing with Rotom was a good idea, because if they all jump pad, it may not be the best result for us. So I head down mid to try to help my teammates, who have an interesting fight down here. Managed to kill the Talonflame. This team fight, we got quite lucky. There's really nothing to fight for in mid, but we managed to kill everyone that was in the middle. You can see Garchomp died up top, and Rotom did not get to go in, so that's what I mean by giving them a little bit of free experience when you don't need to. Here is a little bit risky. I kind of, ping to retreat, because I can see that with the jump pad they can get here too easily, and so it's not really a fight we want to be fighting, because we're at a disadvantage. So perfect timing. Now it's for the third dread. I see we have a 30-second window to try to get this dread so that we're even more, diff in experience, if I could say that, against the enemy, to make our Zapdos fight a little bit easier. I'm conscious I should not use my ult here because Zapdos is up in 20. So luckily, us three we managed to secure it before the enemy came. They were a little bit late to objectives, and it gave us that window to quickly shred it down. Garchomp's playing by himself top, as expected. I'm not too sure what they are doing, so I try to stick with my team as much as possible so we can provide that damage that's needed. Now, this Zapdos fight was a little bit of a risky play in hindsight for us. As you can see, we really just got lucky and flipped it. I knew Greninja was on top, but we really should have looked and kind of found out exactly where everyone was before we started that. So we really got incredibly lucky there. You can see, even though I got to the second goal first, I let the Elder God score because I've got more mobility to try to score in the middle. But yeah, that's really how I wanted to show you guys, if a teammate is definitely not going to participate in the team fights, how you can position yourself to make sure that you do get the objectives and you do enough damage to secure sometimes the 4v5s. Alright, thanks everyone for watching, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time.